Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. We're doing another ink overview mini review today, and it's a Robert Oster signature ink. It is Soda Pop Blue. So just do a quick look at the ink. It comes in the usual 50ml Robert Oster bottle, and in terms of the colour, here it is on a colouring card. It's a lovely, I call it a dark turquoise, rich light bluey sort of colour. And just to compare it with a couple of other Robert Oster inks that you might be familiar with, here it is against Fire and Ice, and there's Lake of Fire. So it sits nicely in the middle of those two. And just for an interesting comparison, there's Bondi Blue, which is a little bit more vibrant perhaps than Soda Pop Blue, but in the same colour range. As you can see, Robert Oster doing fabulous things, as always, with his blue inks. Now, this little page here was done with a TWSBI Eco with a 1.5mm stub nib. And as you can see, the ink is beautifully saturated. It has a really lovely vibrant colour and some really lovely shading. Sheen doesn't come up so heavily on this paper, but as you can see from the swatch, there is quite a lot of sheen to be had from this ink. It's a nice wet ink, and it's really well behaved, with easy to clean and very little bleed and feather. Now we'll do the second pen writing sample of it, and you can see here, this time it's a Lamy Safari, and I've got this with an extra fine nib. So just while that dries, I'll just have a little bit of a chat about it. You can see even from a finer nib that you still get lots of vibrancy from the colour. It's certainly not washed out by a finer nib like even some other Robert Oster inks tend to be a little bit dry. This one is quite wet, and I think it performs really well regardless of the pen that it's in. We'll just do a quick water test now. I've got a wet cotton bud. I'll just run it through a few times. And as you can see, a good amount of the ink is removed by the swab. It certainly loses most of its detail and stains the paper pretty heavily. So it's not a hugely water-resistant ink, but these Robert Oster inks aren't designed with that purpose in mind. So now to the 5 points. Firstly, wetness, excellent. Shading, very good. Sheen is superb when it's there. It sheens like no other ink from Robert Oster that I've found, to be perfectly honest. Bleed and feather is excellent. There's virtually, well, there is none to be had, as you can see from the reverse of this page. It performs really, really well. And then cleaning, yeah, very good. These Robert Oster inks, they do clean out of pens exceptionally easily. So I've given it 4.5 stars out of 5. I think it's a really great ink. It's a beautiful blue, got lots going for it. It's probably a little bit light for some professional situations, but for something that needs that nice little bit of pop of colour, this is a great choice, and a beautiful ink, I think, for also artwork and things like that as well. Robert Oster Signature Ink Soda Pop Blue, a lovely ink. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. And please feel free to drop me a message with any products or questions or anything you'd like me to have a look at, and I'll see what I can do. You can either message me here on YouTube or at my blog, which is linked below. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you later.